Championship Sunday here at the Delray Beach Pickleball Open is sadly about to be over. We have one final match here on championship court number 1. Lauren McLaughlin, Dominic Catalano, and oh, who's that? It's John Davison here in the booth with us for this men's pro doubles gold medal matchup. We have Dekel Barr and Adam Stone coming through the back draw, working their way up into this gold medal match. They take on, so far, the undefeated team of Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson, with Johnson looking for that third gold here today and completion of his triple crown. I believe I see Larry Scott and Joanna Corker will be our referees, and it looks like you thought the wind was bad. It just blew one of the signs into one of the cameras on court. I imagine we'll see a Randy Coleman sighting here pretty soon to possibly fix that issue.
Where is he sprinting out of? Somewhere.
All right, so we have, of course, Dekel Barr and Adam Stone on court warming up right now, and I see Dylan Frazier next to Larry Scott. JW Johnson might be having a shirt change, I think, somewhere.
Something.
Probably eating an entire bowl of Chipotle.
Either that or spaghetti.
That's all I ever see him eating. But it's going to be a really fun last match here, of course. Dekel Barr and Adam Stone have not played yet today. We have JW Johnson, who 2 matches under his belt. Dylan Frazier also very fresh. Let's take a quick look back at our men's pro doubles bracket to see how our teams got here into the gold medal match. We have Frazier and Johnson up there on top, taking out Joey Farias and Johnny Goldberg in their semifinal matchup, put them in the winner bracket final, where they had to, oh look, take on the team of Dekel Barr and Adam Stone, obviously coming out on top in that matchup. So of course a rematch. Barr and Stone dropped into the bronze medal match as a result. They had to take down AJ Kohler and Thomas Wilson, who ultimately were our bronze medalists. And here we are for a rematch. John, you're just joining us. What are you looking forward to here in this match?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the battle of pressure from JW Johnson versus Dekel Barr. Look for Frazier and Stone to be pretty steady as JW and Dekel try to take up a lot of real estate, create a lot of problems for the other team.
Dom?
Yeah,
thoughts?
it's gonna be the Adam and Frazier. Adam and Frazier. It's gonna be the Stone Frazier battle cross court. Because you're going to see JW Johnson and Dekel Barr try to intimidate in the middle and use their big forehands. But it's going to be who can go behind Dekel Barr or JW Johnson first and have some success. You can let Dekel Barr Ernie all he wants if you keep it low. When he hits that drop Ernie, you're going to see a quick cross-court reverse and try and get Adam Stone out of position. So JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier know the move, they know what to expect, but if they can get that where Dekel just drops that Ernie, then they're in trouble.
So our referees are giving the final rundown. It looks like, JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier won the toss, and I saw JW Johnson point to the far end. So I am guessing that
they're going to start on the harder end. They're going to want to start on the harder side first, which is that far side. And why you want to do that? You start on the harder side. Game 2 you play on your quote-unquote good side. Then you start game 3 on your hard side, and you end game 3 on your good side. So it all comes down to where you end in game 3. So that's why they're going to want to choose that side.
Yeah, you obviously want to get it done in 2, Dom. But in the event that it does go to a tight game 3, you want to be more comfortable and confident at the end of the game when the points really matter.
Yes. Absolutely. So we'll see. They're going to start on that far side, which means the big Dekel Barr serve is going to be into the wind to start. So that's a good thing, too, for JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier. as the Dekel bar serve is a weapon now, as he is using it all the time now. There was a point in his career where he had it but didn't use it all the time, and he has now realized the risk is worth the reward, and he'll take 1 or 2 missed serves to be able to attack on it. And we've talked with Zane Navratil numerous times on it, Tyson McGuffin a few times on it, and they both are under the same understanding, is the risk is worth the reward. They'd rather attack on the serve and say, hey, if I miss my serve, nothing changes. The score never changes. It's either a second serve or a side out, so look for Barr to be aggressive on his serve.
All right, final gold match of our championship Sunday underway. Frazier and Johnson start us serving on the far end. Dekel Barr and Adam Stone on the near end, and a quick first point for Frazier and Johnson.
And that's an issue right there for Dekel Barr and Adam Stone, and the issue is Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson laughing and playing loose already.
Yeah, I think both of them, while still, you know, 2 of the most quiet players on court, they're coming out of their shells a little, letting their personalities show.
Yeah, I
Nice
tell
leave.
JW Johnson all the time, I used to like him a lot more when he was quiet.
It's because he will roast you at a moment's notice. Don't sleep on JW Johnson.
They let that one go. You know, it's also going to be interesting to see how quickly Dekel Barr and Adam Stone get into a groove here, as they only have 1 game today, and it's a tough one to start.
Barr trying to go outside in with that flip down the middle. Sails it a little long.
I like it. It was cheeky.
See Johnson getting big there. Love in his interview, he had no problem saying that Dylan Frazier, he was going to carry Dylan here in this match. So definitely look to see Johnson getting big, looking to take a lot of shots. Frazier playing a little bit more of a supportive role.
It's not the right time to do that right there, as Frazier is an upright player, so he's ready to hit down on that ball. So it's a tough attack from that position.
Especially sitting on his backhand like he does.
Adam Stone with the just pure instinct, jumping at that.
JW Johnson, just the animation today out of him is.
Oh, it's a little too under that. Sailing it long. I love it. JW Johnson, he's a character.
0-4-1.
We've seen that a couple times now. Stone has lifted that dink up just a tad too high, and Frazier's able to poke it down the middle. That's about 3 times already this game.
0-4-2.
Again, we mentioned Stone and Barr do not have the benefit of time here. They have 1 match. They need to get into a groove pretty quickly, and that is just not happening here in game 1 so far.
5-0-1.
Off the tape there for Dylan Frazier. Sneaks past Dekel Barr. And this lead just continues to build for Johnson and Frazier. Stone and Barr have no answer.
Great job by Dekel Bar there, finding the ball behind JW Johnson, caused him to pop it up and going for the easy put away down the middle.
That's a tough ball for Stone to do that with, and I like that they're trying to elongate these points. That's the way Stone and Bar are going to get back in this. Keep these points a little longer, try and wear them down, but can't attack from a position off his shoe tops.
Gets that baseline there. A little short from Johnson. Still looking to get on the board, though.
That one just dropped a little too early for Dekel as he reached in.
Yeah, the wind in their face right there. It's going to knock that ball down. You think you have that ball on the board.
There's that pressure that we talked about with Dekel Bar crashing the tee. Let Adam set him up.
I want Bar to attack that. So the reason Dekel Bar has a big serve is to create a weak third. He creates the weak third right there where the return only goes 3 feet past the kitchen line and he comes in and just drops. Half attack, 50%, go at the body of Johnson or Frazier, try and make something happen.
What a pick up from Johnson behind Frazier to keep him in it.
They're going to get back in there.
Oh,
what a dig
wow.
from Adam Stone.
Almost come out on top there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well done by Dekel. And also kudos to Adam Stone as now his dinks are not sitting up as high, so it seems to be settling in this game more comfortably.
Yeah, it looks like they're finally starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
It was 2-on-1 for a second because Johnson had to jump outside the kitchen. He was off
there
balance.
He goes. He's good. Oh,
Stays
great
out.
job. Look at that.
I don't know if Stone was just distracted by
I mean, maybe it
Johnson.
happened so late. Oh, nice get from Frazier, but a little net cord sends that one long. Stone and Bar double up their score here. Now at 2.
Nice reset from Stone. That's great attack from Dekel Bar and set up by the attempted Ernie from Adam Stone to involve Bar again. And that's all that does is it forces JW Johnson to go cross court to Dekel Bar, and he's able to get involved and set himself up nicely.
Great point, Dom. You know, Dekel's found some success finding the left foot of JW Johnson.
What a reach.
I love the attack behind JW Johnson right here from this position by Stone. Ball's knee height. Barr not expecting it.
Ball rolls onto the court from Rick Witskin in the far end.
Rick Witskin and David Spearman over there on CC2. Senior pro singles. Oh, look out, Dekel. Don't get hit with that.
Yeah, we saw that
saw
earlier
that
this
earlier.
weekend.
Yeah. Who was that?
I know who that is. Andre. Was it Andre?
Andre got drilled.
Andre Deescu,
he had
yes.
a great Ernie, and then whoever, I can't remember who they're playing against,
It's like a
blocked it, and
miss
it
hit
went right,
right
it was a
into
total
him.
miss hit and went right back and hit Andre.
It was Spencer Dow, I believe.
It was awesome.
Greg Dow?
Greg Dow,
Yeah.
excuse me.
I was like, I don't know that name. Here goes half the boards
Getting attacked over
on
here.
court. There's not enough weight in the world to hold things down in South Florida wind. I'll tell you that right now. Stone and Barr have definitely slowed down Johnson and Frazier here after they were rolling pretty significantly early on. They just haven't been able to capitalize and turn that into a lot of points.
Yeah, they're popping the ball up just a little too high on this near side. And now we get a timeout.
So during this timeout here, you got JW Johnson, Dylan Frazier kind of rolling on. Get the side out here, slow down Barr and Stone. But John, are you seeing anything out of Barr and Stone that's going to say, hey, I think they're back in this?
Well, Barr's done a good job of stepping in the middle and putting the ball behind JW. Like you said earlier, Stone looking for the Ernie. JW having to force the ball back over to Dekel Barr. Dekel needs to apply a lot more pressure, reach in more often with the dinks, take some time away from JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, I think that's the one way to get Dekel Barr back involved instead of going Stone to Frazier is by Stone resetting to Johnson. Johnson doesn't look for the Ernie as much as Dekel Barr, so he can drop that kind of inside foot there, fake the Ernie, make him go back cross court to Barr, and now Barr can set up his 1-2 combo he wants.
Exactly right. You know, they were attacking Dylan straight up early on, and it was not paying off for him. So going behind JW has found them some success.
Stone, little vocal frustration there.
No. Do not like that from Dekel Barr. No, you do not bring them back up. Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson are too athletic. That's not going to work unless they're sitting against that back wall, right? And they're not. Dylan Frazier was on the baseline. He sees you dropping that. He gets there. You just let them right back in the game. I don't care how many of those they're getting back. Keep pounding them until you can create an angle. They make that mistake, they give them another point.
Especially with a big overhead like Dekel Barr has. Keep applying that pressure over and over again until they can't return it.
And Dekel knows that. As soon as Frazier was on that, I know he was like, I shouldn't have done that in the middle of that point. But again, I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
They've made this match more competitive, though, midway through the game. Yeah, Barr did not stay low through that third shot drive. Dumps that one in the net.
Wow, couple nice gets from both Barr and Stone after they got in a little trouble there after popping that one up high to Johnson's backhand.
Yeah, but that's what you're going to see is when Johnson and Frazier get into that, they're not going to get away from it. They're just going to keep attacking you.
Especially both Johnson and Frazier, such compact volleys.
They take game one, 11-3. Let's see if Stone and Barr are warm enough now to give them a better second game with an end change. We'll take a short break here in our last gold medal match of Championship Sunday at the Delray Beach Pickleball Open. Game two right after this. In what is potentially the final game of the day, game number 2 here in our men's pro doubles gold medal match about to kick off. Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson only need to win one more to secure themselves a gold medal, and JW Johnson a triple crown here on Championship Sunday. Dekel Barr and Adam Stone need to adjust something here, try to take it to a third game. They are on the far end here for game number 2, while Frazier and Johnson will be on the near end for game number 2.
I expect Dekel Barr to be applying a lot more pressure this game. So far, we're seeing early 2 big drives.
Yeah, and so that was what we talked about early before the match even started in the pregame, was who's going to go behind who first. Frazier goes behind Barr, gets the pop-up. They get side out.
He listened to you, Dom. He's not bringing him up.
Incredible.
Oh, but Frazier gets the drop and they come up anyway, but Johnson can't get his paddle out of the way.
So I'm fine with that. If they earn their way back up,
absolutely,
hey, that's fine. Don't let them come back up. And they did. Both those boys worked their butts off at the baseline trying to get their way up, and they did. But don't bring them up yourself for no reason. It's like bringing a sandwich to the buffet. Makes no sense.
Yeah, there's the Dekel Ernie that is, he doesn't put any power on it. So he goes for that Ernie a lot where he's barely getting a piece of that ball, and he ends up floating it, taking himself totally out of position, and then Stone just not able to cover the whole court for him.
That was unfortunate for Stone, as he definitely had the ball to attack.
0-1-1. No. Second server.
Good heads-up play by Stone, recognizing how far JW Johnson had to reach into the kitchen to attack that ball, realizing it was probably going to go out.
Stone almost throws himself in front of the ball.
He tried to jump into it here.
He looked like a fish jumping out of the water on the hook.
Did.
That's
wow.
Instantly what I thought of.
Dekel. He gets the weak return again and just comes in and drops it. Just punch it at 50, 60, 70%. Force something.
Johnson and Frazier still looking to get on the board here in game one, but very low score with a lot of amazing rallies going on so far already.
That's the ball there. Right there. That hooded over forehand from Stone. Not the time, Big D. Stay there, stay in it. You can flip that down the line, but flip it to the tee where the kitchen line meets the sideline. You try and go up there to Dylan Frazier's forehand, it's trouble. Good spot there from Dylan Frazier down the middle. Off the edge guard of Adam Stone's Paddle Tech paddle.
Or as JW Johnson calls him, old man Dylan Frazier.
2, 1, 1.
He's so much older than him. I'm honestly a little surprised at this matchup that we're seeing so many really long, extended dink rallies. I thought there would be a little bit more hands battles, a little bit more action at the net, and so far we're just not seeing it.
Well, if Stone and Barr are going to get back in this, they need to elongate points. The longer they stay in a point, the better chance they have of winning that point, especially against these two guys with hands like they do. But can't have mistakes like that for Adam Stone.
3, 1, 2.
Oh, that ball's going to drop like a lead balloon with the wind on that side.
And again, though, Dekel doesn't get anything on this. It's just a nice, soft roll to the insanely fast hands of Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do on that too. And he doesn't get anything on it, and that's the thing is, he wants to Ernie so much that sometimes it's just not the right time. That was pure reaction out of Frazier that he's able to keep that ball in. With the wind in their face, the ball's going to drop, and it does, and gives them a 3-point lead here in game number 2.
I'd almost like to see Dekel Barr just kind of forget the Ernie as a possibility. Almost like do some games and be like, this rec game, I'm just not going to Ernie ever. I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to go for it. And it's almost like get rid of the bad habits that have crept in, because he just goes from so much and doesn't get anything on them. Wait until you got a big Ernie that you can just power put away.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Frazier and JW Johnson, knowing the tendencies of Dekel Bar, going for that Ernie, they can take a step off the line, give themselves more time to put a defensive block on the ball, and that's what we're seeing.
4, 1, 2. Head up.
Definitely got away with something a little bit there as Johnson with that forehand right in the middle.
Nice patient point for Stone and Bar. Got a ball that they can actually half attack right there and force the error.
Yeah, Bar held it well and waited to see how Frazier set up his paddle. Punched it right into the body.
Oh,
Almost able to chicken wing that back over.
a good pickup off the ground with the paddle scrape earlier from Stone. That one just couldn't handle it. Ooh. And
Just
again,
working
they
their
got up.
way out of trouble.
Yeah, Bar and Stone just unable to keep them back.
Yeah, just too good a defense. They just get back in, grind it out, and get back up to that kitchen line.
You watch Dekel Bar right there, just hold that on his paddle as long as possible and go behind JW Johnson. You'll get a lot of players who will try and do too much with that and hit it out. It's the right shot, you just gotta place it. The placement over power.
And Frazier and Johnson haven't given up too many of those high balls at the net to be able to put those away like Bar did on the previous rally.
Bar and Stone need to string together a few points here.
2, 5, 1.
Stone almost able to come out on top here.
Wow, what anticipation from Johnson as he's sensing Dekel Bar about to attack middle, and he just sits on the forehand, opens up, and just short and sweet, no backswing, just punches that back through the middle.
Yeah, and as we look at the pace of the dinks from Johnson and Frazier to Dekel, nice, slow, lofty dinks, tight to the net, so Dekel Bar can't use his length in order to reach in and create problems for them.
They've done a great job neutralizing that. No, that's.
And that's
Wow.
it's just pure frustration right there, is because 2 of those balls should not come back. That one
Absolutely not.
should not come back, and the one before that should not come back, but they do. And then Dekel, instead of just resetting and getting back into it, getting another, tried to rush that just a little bit.
Oh,
He missed it there, but you see the pace of the dink. They're taking Dekel's bar's strengths right out of the game, which is why Dekel has not been able to convert any of those earnings. They're too low and too soft.
Second server. 2-6-2.
Big serve there from Dekel bar. Results in a point.
That should give him a little more confidence here to possibly bring a little more heat to this match.
Two big bar serves and 2 points.
See if they get a short return here, if they can attack this or if they sit on it. Oh, Stone got kind of handcuffed there in between going from forehand to backhand.
Six, 4, 1.
Oh yeah. I thought I was waiting for just the cross-court dink, and then Frazier goes
Watch
for
him.
an ATP.
Feet are in Stone. Look at his left foot. He just kept his left foot there. Take a full step out. Just relentless attack from JW Johnson.
7, 4, 2.
Yeah, I got Stone crossed up in the feet.
We see this from Stone a lot. He has kind of that jumping. I'd like to see him just stay grounded. Just stay there, stay ready.
Big finish on the forehand there from Adam Stone. Let's see if they can get a little momentum here, if they need to string a couple points together here, but again, one at a time. That is a better aggressive move from Dekel bar, creating some space for himself in the middle to come over and take the forehand that's just a little too high.
5, 8, 1. Second server.
Again, there you see Stone backing off. He's to be able to trust his hands. His hands are exceptional himself.
8, 2.
Oh, third.
Yeah, that's 3 points off the serve right now. That's what's gotten him right back in here within 2.
Helps your confidence too.
Oh, and he's got the wind assisting, adding a little extra oomph there. Oh,
Nice job with the hands by Barr. And again, not trying to do too much right there. Keep it in play, force the action.
Yep, Barr able to hit down first. Creates the point.
and they are within 1. Quite the turnaround here in game 2. 4 free points. 4 free points. Dekel bar finally decides to pull out the big serves And it has done wonders here to get them back into this second game. Half of their points taken off of Barr's serve.
Timeout here from JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier. Something they don't do very often or like to do. Don't find themselves in this position, let alone.
Let's look at that big Dekel Barr serve here. Oh, all right, nope. Didn't want to give us
we were just kidding.
We're just a tease. We're teases here.
You saw the beginning of it. Now use your imagination
I know
of
exactly
what the rest of it looks like. We know what it looks like. So do JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier, as they have made 4 unforced errors on the big Dekel Barr serve here. John, what do you see from Frazier or Johnson they need to do on the big serve?
Well, you know, you have to use Dekel Barr's power, you know, to create the return. If you start swinging too much into that big serve, it's real easy to create an error, as we see here.
Get it here. Yep, he gets up on that one toe. I always am like, they need to make a pickleball music box where you open it up and you have a Dekel Barr that spins on the inside and is on his serving motion.
And 2, I would say get some depth. JW Johnson, get some depth here. Don't let him.
Yeah, you're right. He has more room behind him.
Oh. There it is, exactly. He got the depth, got the third into the net. Big side out coming out of that timeout.
This third shot drop has to go over. You cannot give them a free point here. That was oh, Stone out in front of it, actually. He was ahead of the block.
No.
Nice leave.
Barr and Stone not going down without a fight. But they're up against the winningest men's pro doubles player, JW Johnson, with 71 wins on the APP Tour coming into the tournament.
It's a big number right there.
However, Adam Stone, number 4 on the list, with 52 wins coming into this tournament.
Playing a little middle patty cake here. No one going to the sidelines there, but trying to see if they can cause some confusion in the middle. There is, and we're tied at 9.
I love a little stats action here from John Davison.
Oh, man.
Putting all his research to good use.
9-9-2. Right up.
And there's the worth the risk. Downside of the serve, you are risking that you're gonna miss some, and there is one of those indeed. Tied at 9s here though. Stone and Barr must win this second game to stay alive, with hopes for gold.
And on the Dekel Barr miss serve, you're gonna have people at home going, well, it's 9-9, he shouldn't go for that. Well, then that means you're telling me he shouldn't have gone for the 4 earlier in the match too. So it's the risk reward. He has to go for it.
Oh.
Nice hand
Johnson's
battle
just-
win from Adam Stone.
And Johnson smacking himself in the head.
It's not very often you see JW Johnson losing 2 hands battles in a row.
Big drive there from Dekel Barr, and there's the Ernie that he should do. And he gets exactly the result that he wants.
Tremendous athlete, Dekel Barr.
10-9-1.
They have a game point here to try and take us to a third game here in this men's pro doubles gold medal match. One more chance at it here.
Stone and Bar down 8-3 in this game. Have come all the way back to take a 10-9 lead. Total strategy change that we'll talk about when we come back from this commercial.
Let's take a short break. A third exciting game here in our final gold medal match of the day in men's pro doubles is coming your way after this here at the Delray Beach Pickleball Open, presented by Head Pickleball. Game number 3. We have had so far 3 of our 4 gold medal matches now going to a third game. None have gone to the tiebreaker. So let's see if JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier, who will be on the far end to start game 3, can keep the pattern alive, holding off that tiebreaker match to 15. They'd have to pull out if Adam Stone and Dekel Bar win this third game. They will start on the near end. Our teams will switch ends at 6.
So the strategy change that we're seeing is Adam and Dekel have stopped going hard cross court on the dink. They've gone pretty much everything to the middle now. And they're playing the soft dink game. And watch, they're trying to go into the middle. And they're working left foot of JW Johnson to right foot of Dylan Frazier. Early on, they were going sideline to sideline. Nice, and it's working because they're sucking Johnson and Frazier into it. I'm waiting for JW Johnson to possibly speed one of those up. He can and has the ability to. We'll just see when he decides to do it.
So why the change? Why are they going middle now?
When they were going sideline to sideline, it was opening up the court too much for Johnson and Frazier. Now, by compacting everything, they're playing everything to the middle. The game is staying in one spot. And so they're just trying to wear them out there in the middle. Oh, big Dekel Bar.
And there's that Dekel Bar pressure that we talked about before the game. You know, he's gotten a lot of confidence since those 4 big serves, creating returns. Ever since then, he's been done a lot better job at applying pressure.
Oh, and then causing the confusion, too. See, and what that does is by them compacting the game to the middle of the court, that opens up that surprise attack on the sidelines that Adam Stone just exposed.
4-1-1.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yep.
Johnson to kind of pick his poison when to do that. That was a perfect time.
So is the answer for Johnson and Frazier now, does their adjustment need to be to speed it up a little bit more? Attack a little more?
There are moments where JW Johnson or Dylan Frazier can, but I would say the counter, and if they don't have that ball to attack, is to try and go sideline. So what's happening is they're getting sucked into staying in the middle too. So when Bar and Stone go to the middle, they should go sideline, right, and extend them.
Good drop in, but yeah, I believe, Dom, you are going to see JW start to pull the trigger a little more often.
2-4-1.
Frazier pulls it
yeah.
first.
So I mentioned earlier in this match, we were seeing a lot of long extended dink rallies, and I expected a little more fast hands at the net, and we're starting to see that a little bit more now. Dekel Bar on his butt on the court in the middle of that exchange. And for such a tall guy, that is no easy feat.
Yeah.
He didn't even put a hand out.
He does a great job with his balance, getting nice and low.
See, Stone could have stepped in and taken that backhand, but the reason he negated and backed off, one, it's Dekel Bar's forehand, but two, Bar was already engaged in the point. So it's his point to finish. Let him step in there and do that. But also, too, the big Dekel Bar forehand, you're not going to step in the way of that.
They're looking for an end change here if they get one more point. And they do.
All right, end change on their terms, up by 4.
So, in what could be our first having to pull out the tiebreaker to 15 match, gold medal match, Adam Stone and Dekel Bar are coming through the back draw, looking to take this third game, complete the first dip in what might be a double dip, getting back to the gold medal. Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson will conclude this third game on the near end. And they are more than capable of getting back into this third game. So we'll see if they have a bit of a shift in strategy coming out of this end change.
I think it was also crucial for Bar and Stone to get to 6 first, as so far this match, it seems like the far end has had the advantage. Now Dekel Bar and Adam Stone having the win behind him. Dekel will use that serve as a weapon here.
Absolutely, that is the side that they were on in the last game where he got his 4 free points off the big serve. Got them right back into this match as a result.
Bar and Stone have sort of lulled JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier to sleep by creating that vacuum down the middle with those dinks.
Yeah, and at this stage of the game, Frazier and Johnson cannot afford to give up free points on the return, so they're really going to want to try and counter the Bar serve. Yeah, they're going middle as well.
See, and that's what it is, and it's a good decision there by JW Johnson, right? But the problem is they are getting sucked into Adam and Dekel Bar's game, and he's doing exactly what they want. They got to change it up.
7, 2, 1.
This is where me preaching for coaching in pickleball comes out like no other.
Yeah.
Big forehand Ernie from Dekel Bar. Wow, I mean, he's 2 feet from the center line when he jumps. That's absolutely incredible. John, I don't even know if you could do that.
That right there is what JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier want more of. Their swings are just so compact. They hardly lose hands battles. They're more than likely going to come out on top of those more than 50% of the time.
Oh,
Right
nice.
there.
Yeah, and again, the wind might have carried that ball a little bit closer to Johnson, giving him the ability to take that out of the air even more cleanly.
3, 8, 1.
See, now, typically, that is a ball to attack, okay? I would not mind Stone just dropping that in the middle, right? You're going to go at Dylan Frazier like that. It's yes and no. If you're going to do that, you got to get it at his feet. You can't let him extend on that.
Again, Frazier and Johnson starting to come out on top of these hands battles as they keep getting sped up.
5, 8, 1.
Still on first server as well.
There it is. Good job by Dekel. I almost feel like Frazier and Johnson are trying to tempt Stone and Barr to speed it up. They're giving some high dinks back that are in between. But it's Barr and Stone that are just staying patient with it.
Yeah, they've done so well in the second half of this game on the counter.
That they're like, here, you take this nugget.
Do
Speed
you
it up at
want
me,
to
I
speed
dare
it up
you.
at me? Do you want to
Would you
start
like
a hands
to?
battle?
Here you go, Adam. You want to speed that up? Take this.
Here's a juicy ball. You can think about it.
I feel like that's where those dinks are going, but they're just leaving it.
6, 8, 2.
I like there the changeup from Adam Stone. You saw Stone start to attack more to Dylan Frazier cross court, but it gave Dylan Frazier a lot more time to redirect it down at Dekel. Now with that one, he speeds it straight up to JW, who doesn't have as much time to get a good paddle on the ball.
Johnson and Frazier within 2, but Stone and Barr back with the serve.
8, 6, 1.
It was so it was like slow motion
I
in
was
the
like,
middle. It's like tap, 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 into the net. Jeez. They're lulling them into it.
9, 6,
Yeah, and Dekel, he comes middle so much. It's like keep taking him wide and don't let him set up in the middle there. Oh boy.
I think I heard Randy Coleman in the truck say this is probably going 4.
Oh boy.
He may be right. That tasted like vinegar coming out. And he is right. 11-6 victory for Barr and Stone in game 3.
And that is why in pickleball, it can change on a dime. Game number 1, you look at that game, Stone and Barr don't have a chance. And here we are. They've taken the next 2, 11-9, a little easier job here in 11-6, getting out in front early. We might have a slightly longer break here as the players do have, I believe, up to 10 minutes that they are allowed before they get back into the tiebreaker match to 15. We'll keep you guys posted, of course. Don't go anywhere, though. We are not done yet. A gold medalist still to be crowned here in men's pro doubles. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everyone. It looks like our gentlemen are back on court here to kick off our final portion of this gold medal match. Adam Stone and Dekel Barr on the far end took the 2 out of 3 game portion of this gold medal match over JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier, triggering this final match to 15. Our teams will switch at 8.
that almost looks like it's going to bait them into speeding it up. And Dekel doesn't, which was good. He doesn't speed that up. Good decision.
Larry Scott is our head referee for this gold medal match. Joanna Corker, second referee duties. Nice little speed up there from Johnson. And again, Lauren McLaughlin along with Dominic Catalano and John Davison here in the booth for our final match of the day. Ooh.
Big forehand. I thought he was going to throw that at Frazier, as Frazier had not even gotten back up to the kitchen line yet.
1-0-1.
Chooses the inside out instead.
Oh, Barr almost able to pick that up after Stone misses it, but again, wind is whipping here on championship court number 1 in the stadium.
No. Nice, D. Second server.
Early on, we saw the same pattern from Barr and Stone as they're taking those very soft balls into the middle.
2-0-2.
It'll be interesting to see how Frazier and Johnson adjust.
That's good angle there from Dekel Barr. And that's what early is a game 1, bunch of overheads, and then all of a sudden Barr brings them in right there. Keep the overheads going until you can create that kind of angle.
Second server. 0-2-2.
It's going to drop. Oh, wind behind them.
It did drop 7 feet behind
Eventually.
the baseline.
2-0-1.
Nice
Again.
Ernie right there by Dekel Barr.
It's the only kind of Ernie I want to see from Dekel Barr.
What a good read, because that ball's off the tape. Frazier has difficulty resetting it.
Yes, Stone.
Good hands from Adam Stone right there.
Yeah,
Countering on that backhand.
yeah. Frazier might want to mix the target up as he's attacking cross court at Stone. Stone with that great backhand punch. Doesn't give JW Johnson any time to defend.
Second server. One down. 0-2-2.
Yeah, just full-on attack mode from Johnson and Frazier.
2-0-1.
Ooh. Going to second server. I will expect we'll see a very active JW Johnson here in this final match.
Wind is crossed, so it's from on your screen from your right to your left is where the wind's blowing right now.
I'm really surprised they're not going a little bit behind Dekel, even on the dinks, to just keep him a little honest.
And what was the difference on that speed up? Dekel sped that up at about, I don't know, 70% here. He wasn't looking for the winner there, he was looking for the winner on the next one, and he got it.
0-2-1.
Barr and Stone unable to convert early when they have the ball.
Seeing what's happening is Frazier and Johnson have recognized. So now they are going sideline to sideline, mixing that in, right? And they'll go back to the middle, that's fine, but they're mixing it in, going sideline to sideline on Barr and Stone.
Yeah, they'll just need to be careful as they try to go behind Dekel Barr. As Dekel Barr, once he starts noticing that, will start to look for that Ernie.
3-0-1.
There it is.
A little drop Ernie off the tape.
Let's go, man. 3-0-2.
Wow, nice hands from Frazier after some good blocks from Stone.
Problem was Stone sped that up just too early.
4-0-2.
Yeah,
Big side out.
Wind.
Big side out here for Stone and Barr. Got to get on the board here.
0-4-1.
Good job by Barr, keeping that nice and low, making it unattackable.
And we can just see the shirts whipping in the wind down there.
Yeah!
Great cover by Adam Stone as he was playing singles for about 6 seconds until Dekel Barr could get back on court. And then he does, and he finishes it.
It's not the first time he's had to cover the whole court after Dekel Barr decided to take a break.
Oh, the 1-2 combo from Adam Stone works out there. Nice dig.
Dekel Barr with a good sportsmanship, calling that in.
Yeah, Stone
Adam
saying he has no idea. He
he's
was
like,
in the middle,
I didn't see it.
flailing around. Not a good spot to see that ball. Might have been going long, but Dekel Barr swinging a half miss. Takes that ball wide as Dekel Barr
4-3-1.
knows that's going out. A little low for even JW Johnson to be attacking.
4-3-2.
Good shake and bake there by Frazier and Johnson. That pattern is definitely working for Barr and Stone as they stay patient. Dropping that ball nice and soft right into the middle of the court.
3, 5, 1.
Big serve again from Barr. I think that's 5 now between the game, the 2 out of 3, and this game to 15 that he's got.
And he got the first 4 all in one game.
Yeah.
I know we keep talking about it. I am truly surprised that Johnson and Frazier are just playing right into the middle dink game. I would think that they would know that that's what they're trying to do and try and get away from that, but they're just giving them exactly what they want.
Oh, Dekel was going to hit the next ball from
He
his
sure
behind.
was. He sure was.
5, 5, 2.
He was ready.
He had it. Paddle was up or down.
Oh, net cord there from the poach. JW Johnson. Johnson doing a good job coming over on those big drives from Dekel Barr and kind of taking those from Frazier with his forehand.
And that's what, again, it's when they want to choose to speed it up. They can try and speed it up, but they need to do it maybe a little more often. They're getting sucked into playing that patty cake in the middle.
I loved Frazier taking Barr wide on that dink and then coming back to the middle, opening it up.
6, 5, 2.
Yeah, Frazier left that one up a little too high. Stone cleaning it up.
Wow, Adam Stone.
Pretty sure one of those drives almost knocked him over.
Yeah, that was clear. Oh, wow. Johnson anticipating that speed up there from Barr. Barely keeps it in as he goes down that sideline, but works out.
Yeah, good recognition by JW. Seeing Dekel Barr hold that forehand. Pausing until the last second. He knew the attack was coming. We saw it there again. They're starting to go back behind Dekel Barr more often, creating a space in the middle of the court.
Yeah, I think once they're seeing it's working, they're coming out on top after putting that pattern in motion.
Wow.
Some fantastic gets from both Stone and Barr there. Again, forcing their opponents to hit just one more shot, looking for a possible error.
7, 5, 1.
Nice.
Just long.
Just missed it.
Oh, I missed it on the bottom. There was a bar in my way. Oh. Ooh.
That sure
It's
looks
tough.
close.
Very close.
Looked very close. From, again, this angle, you know, which is behind the line. You can't see the other side of the ball. So, again, tough call for us to make. Very close either way. And that gets us to 8-5. Frazier and Johnson trigger the end change here in this final match to 15. They will head to the far end of the court to conclude this gold medal match. Stone and Barr will have to fight back from the near end. They've completed the single dip cone. Can they get a double scoop gold medal to conclude their day here? Again, JW Johnson looking for that triple crown. He's already got himself a gold medal for men's singles and mixed doubles with partner Simone Jardim. I'm sure there's nothing more than Stone and Barr would like to do than ruin that opportunity.
Absolutely.
Play spoiler.
Frazier with the serve after the end change.
Nice
Oh,
shot
that's
by
pretty.
Stone. Beautifully down the line.
See, they're going to have to be careful going back behind Dekel too often. You know, every once in a while, put it behind him, keep him honest, but once they start going there more and more, Dekel's going to pick up on that. And
Yeah, that was just a really high dink from Frazier too, unfortunately. Oof.
big serve.
Ballerina Barr strikes again.
6, 8, 1.
Oh, that is just, it's massive.
Is he going to bring the same pace here or take some pace off?
I think he goes full tilt.
No way!
So, that was a really good changeup from Frazier. Looks like as he kind of let that ball get on him a little bit, decides to go cross court to Stone instead of straight on with Barr.
They bring it within one.
8, 7, 1.
Oh, and a good counter from Dekel Barr as he read the speed up from Johnson.
Yeah, you see Johnson here just pause.
I mean, it was a good pull. Just Barr was absolutely ready for that. I'd also love to see Frazier maybe poach in there every once in a while. He's playing the supportive role so well. I'd love to see him just mix it up every once in a while and get in there.
Barr leaves that up just too high for JW Johnson in the middle. He pays the price for it.
Let's go. 10, 7, 2.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was done. Oh, and that unbelievable miracle save from JW Johnson. We got it on replay here. I mean, he didn't even bring it up. That was just a flat paddle attached to the ground pickup. And they are back out in front, 11-7. Got a timeout here from Stone and Barr.
Yeah, good timeout here. Can't let it get away too much, as this is a game to 15. 4 points away are Frazier and Johnson. But seeing that, I mean, I think, you know, Barr and Stone need to just get back into exactly what they were doing. They're getting into a little, maybe one or two too many hands battles right now. When they're allowing that to happen, they need to stay in there, you know, patty cake. I hate calling it that, but it's a patty cake back and forth, nice and soft, sucking them in. And if they can continue to do that, get right back in here again.
Yeah, agreed. It's hard to go straight up with JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier. Like you said, it's hard for them to come out more than 50% of the time against them.
I think Stone and Barr are still implementing their dinking in the middle strategy very well. Frazier and Johnson still playing into that. But again, just maybe a few speed ups not going their way.
Yeah, JW's taking a few more chances.
I thought that
attacking
was
some of those balls.
long.
Well, and that's the problem here for Barr and Stone, is that now they're up by 5, 3 points away from winning. They have the advantage. They're sitting in the driver's seat. They can afford to be more aggressive here, right? So they can afford to take a couple more chances. And what that means is more speed ups. And that's not been a good recipe for Stone and Barr. That's a great spot there for Dekel Barr. Again, at the right time.
Yeah, he created the space there, pushing Dylan Frazier wide.
All right, Dominic, you're the big baseball guy. We get a radar gun out here on Dekel Barr's serve. What are we looking at?
60 tops. I mean, it's a matter of perspective. It's a wiffle ball with holes in it. I know it's hard, but it's a timing thing. It's probably 60 miles an hour tops. I know it doesn't sound very, you know, fast, but it is, because it's perspective. It's what you have to do with it.
Yeah, that last one went from 60 to 0 real quick into the net, Dom.
Yeah.
They get one back.
12, 9, 1.
patience again from Stone and Barr.
Yeah, Frazier taking some chances now. We haven't seen him really initiate a lot of attacks. Now maybe more comfortable with the lead they have.
That's what I was looking for from Frazier, an opportunity to be aggressive there. Which he does, he's got the ball he wants. Just doesn't get on top of it enough.
9, 12, 1. Second server.
2 missed serves in a row from Dekel Barr, not giving their side a chance to come back.
Nice, D. Go.
Another good leave. Again, they're getting smart too with the leaves. The wind is at the back on that side now, and so ball sailing, and they're recognizing that are Barr and Stone.
10, 12, 2.
Good hold here for Frazier and Johnson. Maintain a slim 2-point lead, but getting ever closer to that 15th point.
You.
The anticipation is killing me. Oh! Woo! Oh! Wow!
You had Barr trying to surprise J-Dubs there, going behind him, and
Look at that. He didn't even, his wrist was like
Yeah.
attached to his body and he just flicked it down.
The hard part of that is that Stone and Barr are technically on defense, quote unquote, at that point, because Frazier and Johnson are serving. Probably not the time to do that. Maybe on your serve, you're trying to get a point. But right there, you risk it and you give up a point. Now they're 2 points away.
Oh, haven't seen an quote-unquote easy error there for a while from Stone and Barr. And this will be a gold medal match point on the paddles of Johnson and Frazier. But we have a timeout first. Good timeout for Stone and Barr. I mean, they've had a couple errors. A couple of the last rallies haven't gone their way. How do they hold this off?
Yeah, got to get back into exactly what got him there. Again, I didn't like the decision at the moment when Barr tried to speed up, especially when it was on Frazier and Johnson's serve. If it's on your serve, you're trying to make something happen, okay. You don't come out on top, nothing hurt, no points lost. But that was a big point at a big time where it was 12-10, then that turns into 13-10. Now you're really pressing. And so we'll see what happens coming out. They can get back into an elongated point. But what I'm going to look for here is you get teams that are on game point and they got a decent lead here. You're going to look for them to try and make something happen.
Yeah.
Right? Even though they're on second serve, you're going to make them try, or they're going to try and make something happen with a speed up, possibly a pop up, and then a put away. So let's see what happens with Johnson and Frazier.
Yeah, let's see if they can be patient. Wait for the right moment to earn themselves a gold medal. Oh, and they don't
There it
even
is.
need the patience because a fantastic little shake and bake here Frazier with the drive. And Johnson with the shake and bake. Gets himself a Triple Crown gold medal and takes Dylan Frazier along for the ride with him. A big congratulations to Dekel and Adam Stone. Really doing a fantastic job here, making them work for that gold medal. There are silver medalists here today in men's pro doubles. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll head to the Franklin studio one last time, but a big thank you to the Boxcar production team, Kyle Salinko, Ariel Butler, Randy Coleman, and Steve Taylor, rocking it out once again here on the APP Tour, bringing you all this amazing action. It's been Dominic Catalano, Lauren McLaughlin, and John Davison here in the booth. We will be back in 2 weeks at Legacy once again in Mesa, Arizona. Please plan to join us. It'll be a fabulous tournament. A big thank you again to our sponsors, volunteers, and spectators here in Delray Beach, Florida. It's been a fabulous, beautiful weekend in southern Florida. We'll see you in 2 weeks in Arizona. Lauren McLaughlin signing out.
One last time here on Championship Court with Dylan Frazier and JW Johnson after their victory over Adam Stone and Dekel in the men's pro doubles gold medal match. JW, you guys come out hot. You win game 1. Dekel and Adam make an adjustment and play a lot in the middle in games 2 and 3, and they win those 2. What was the adjustment going into game 15 for you and Dylan?
I kind of took the middle a little bit more, and then we had to move our dinks a little bit more because they were really hurting us with those. And then other than that, we just tried to adjust our play patterns a little bit, and it worked out. So.
Yeah, and it did seem like that. Like they pinched that middle a lot with you guys, and then it seemed like in the game to 15, Dylan, you guys started to pull the trigger just a little more, and it seemed like that's the game you guys wanted to get into. Is that what you guys talked about?
No, I don't think we talked about it, but we both started doing it a little bit more, and it started working out in our favor. I think we're both pretty comfortable once the ball speeds up, especially JW. So once the point came down to that, we were feeling good about it.
And then JW, a triple crown for you. Could have been a quadruple crown. You and Mom didn't do so hot in the split age, but we'll give you the triple crown: men's pro singles, mixed pro doubles, and men's pro doubles. What's that mean to you here in your hometown?
I mean, it's really exciting. It's my first one, so I'm also really excited about that. And I was competing with the other Triple Crown winners of this tournament, all the other tournaments this year. So it's really exciting.
All right. Well, JW Johnson, Dylan Frazier, your men's pro doubles gold medalists. We're signing off for the weekend. Thank you guys for joining us all weekend. We will see you in 2 weeks. We'll be in Arizona at the Legacy.